When I'm done filming this video, I'm gonna go drive myself to a loony bin. This is gaslighting from like a manipulative relationship, except it's coming from a company.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing another Smile Direct Club horror story reaction. So if you enjoyed the last one, then you are in for a treat. I've watched like the first couple seconds of this video, and despite how calm this lady seems, I think she's really mad. Also, this is a part one. I don't know if she has already uploaded other parts of this to YouTube. If she has, and you guys do want me to react to the other parts as well, then let me know in the comment section below. But without further ado, let's jump right in.
What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If I am talking lower than usual or not getting as angry as I actually want to be, it's because my husband is sleeping in the room next door. It's 11:18 on a Friday night, and I was compelled to film this video because I'm just done. I'm done. I haven't done a story time for you guys ever actually, and I have a whole list of them in my phone at this point because I'm just done with shitty companies using influencers in social media to get us on the hook and then abusing us. So here is my story time about Smile Direct Club. If you aren't familiar with Smile Direct Club, it's literally a knockoff of Invisalign, which was fitting because I review knockoff bags on my YouTube channel. Basically with Smile Direct Club, you can do an impression kit at your house, or you can go to a Smile Club, which they do a 3D scan of your teeth, and then they send you your aligners. So I have with me a detailed Excel spreadsheet of every single
She brought receipts.
encounter I've had with Smile Direct Club, and I'm just going to be blasting receipts and emails all over this screen for you. Yes! So once you get your aligners, you basically go through a month-to-month program. There's usually 3 trays per month, and then you get a retainer at the end. So I wasn't able to move past my first tray. Number 1, I couldn't get past it. I signed up for Smile Direct Club at the end of October, and I went to my appointment on October 28th, and that was all fine. That was good. The women were so nice, literally no issues.
I've heard a lot of good things about Smile Direct Club in terms of the Smile Clinic and actually like getting started with the process. A lot of people say that like that's what gets them hooked in. There is the fact that it's so much cheaper than Invisalign, the OG, and when they go to this first consultation appointment, they're really good vibes. I have heard that people have said they felt pressured to commit during that first appointment, so I'm really interested to see what she says about her experience. But yeah, it's usually not until a little while into treatment that people seem to start having a lot of problems.
In October 29th, they charged my credit card $1,895. I decided to pay in full. I had money in my savings account from social media, YouTube, Instagram.
Okay, so exactly what I was talking about there. She says that they charged her credit card in full. For her entire treatment, she paid $1,895. For reference, I got Invisalign, and for my entire treatment, which was about a year and a half, I paid $6,000. So quite a bit cheaper to go the Smile Direct Club route. But with that, remember that you're sacrificing the quality and close relationship that you have with your orthodontist throughout the entire process. Although the price tag might look really, really tempting, you might want to think twice.
So I put it on my credit card. This matters because we're gonna get into credit card disputes. So I put the charge on my credit card, and then I just paid it off immediately with some of what I had in my savings. I ended up getting my box. Basically, I couldn't get past my first tray. It was okay. It wasn't anything too crazy. And I've had braces. I had them when I was younger for 4.5 years. I had the palate expander. I've used retainers. I am not naive to what braces feel like. I know they hurt. I know they're uncomfortable, but they should be able to go in. So for my second tray, I was not able to get it in for a month, and I wore my first tray night, day. I went 24 hours at one point just to mentally get ready and be like, you're gonna get the second tray in, Erin, like it's all in your head, figure it out.
Okay, pause. That's really weird. So from what she's explained so far, it sounds like with Smile Direct Club, or at least with her treatment in particular, she had one tray that she wore for an entire month. Compare that to Invisalign. Usually the longest amount of time that you're wearing one particular set of trays is 2 weeks. There are some people whose Invisalign treatment involves switching after less than a week, for example, 10 days or 7 days. So I find it really interesting that with her situation, she was wearing that one set of trays for an entire month, and after that whole time she still wasn't able to fit in her second set of trays, because a month is definitely enough for your teeth to shift into a new position. So I'm interested to find out what the heck happened there.
So after a month of wearing my first tray, I went to snap in my second one because, again, I was determined, I was over it.
Oh, okay, I think I might have just misunderstood that. I guess she wasn't supposed to wear the first tray for an entire month, but she ended up wearing it for an entire month because she couldn't get the second tray in, which is just as concerning in my opinion, because again, with Invisalign anyway, after only 2 weeks, you're able to switch trays. Like you're able to switch to the next set. So the fact that she wore that first set for an entire month and still couldn't get the second set in, there must have been something wrong with either the first set or the second set. Maybe the shift that they were trying to do was just too big. I don't know. It sounds pretty weird though.
And I clicked it in and it sliced my entire bottom gum. The entire thing was sliced. So at that point, you can't get your first tray back in over, then you're trapping in bacteria where there's an open wound, and that's just disgusting. And at that point, I had already been in contact, well, I had already reached out to Smile Direct Club on 3 different occasions, asking them, what should I do?
So basically she's saying that she snapped her bottom set of trays in and they completely sliced her gums. And I know that I've had trays with Invisalign where there's a sharp edge and it's cut my tongue or cut my gum a little bit, and that was super painful. So I can't imagine like having the whole tray just slice away at your mouth. What I will say though, if you guys are going through Invisalign or Smile Direct Club or some other clear aligner orthodontic system and you do have sharp bits on your trays, what you can do is buy something called Ortho Wax. They sell it at like drugstores, big department stores like Walmart, etc. You can just stick it on top of your aligner wherever there's a pointy bit, and really it stops the aligners from scratching like the inside of your mouth against like your lip. Not so much your gums, but that's a thing that might help. Oof.
They told me to trim my tray.
Okay, so she seems pretty baffled by the fact that Smile Direct Club advised her to trim her trays. Now, I have heard that even orthodontists who administer Invisalign have advised their patients to trim trays when there are sharp edges. More so file trays, I guess, but I have heard of people being advised by their orthodontists during Invisalign to trim their trays. So I don't think that that is anything out of the ordinary per se. Now, what I do think is really concerning is the fact that she's mentioned that up until this point, now she is a month into her first tray, she's tried contacting Smile Direct Club 3 times with no response. And that's the other thing that I hear a lot of people say about Smile Direct Club, is that when something goes wrong, it is so difficult for you to get a hold of them at all. And their customer service after that first appointment is garbage. So keep that in mind if you're still considering Smile Direct Club. Just sort of understand that chances are if you have any problems, you're probably going to be SOL and on your own to figure that out.
Trim it. This is an aligner that supposedly a doctor, orthodontist, has created for my mouth specifically based on my graph, and they told me to trim it. Why would you trim a doctor's work?
And again, remember that it's a machine making the aligners. Sometimes machines mess up. Sometimes the cut isn't as clean as they intend it to be. So again, it is possible that trays might require a bit of filing down or trimming, even with Invisalign. So yeah.
So at that point, I was done. We are now at the end of November, December, and I am reaching out to them to return my item. I would call them and I would be on hold for, one time it was 2 hours. I would chat them via their website. I would email them all with no response. Finally, after weeks of no response, I decided to dispute the charge on my credit card with Chase. I immediately had my $1,900 back. I was happy. I thought this whole thing was over. And then about a week after Chase had refunded me, Smile Direct Club finally answered me. And that's because ping, the dispute came up on their account. So a supervisor emailed me basically saying, we can't refund you, we can't do anything with you because you have a dispute. And I will put the email up. I'm not nice. Like, you've been ignoring me for a month and now you're only answering me because...
Okay, let's take a look at the email that she got from Smile Direct Club and then her response. So it looks like the email to her after she filed the dispute with her bank and got her money back says, "Hi Erin, this is Andrew, a customer care team leader at Smile Direct Club. I tried reaching out and left you a voicemail as I was notified that you had called in and posted about not receiving proper service or assistance regarding the cancellation process. I wanted to let you know that we have not forgotten about you and that your account manager will be getting in contact with you really soon. I also noticed that there is an open dispute for the charge. If this dispute does not drop, we won't be able to refund you the money directly to your account. Please take this into consideration to move forward with the cancellation process. You may also contact your account manager at that number or call our customer service line as we are here to make you smile." Okay, I can only assume that her response to that email was not very kind. Again, she's been waiting an entire month for a response, and she didn't get any traction until she filed a dispute with her credit card company. If that was me, I'd be pretty pissed too. She says, "Hi team leader, my account manager has yet to reach out since my last voicemail to her on Tuesday morning and your email Wednesday night. As a team leader, you're not doing a good job of making sure your team takes care of its customers. Based off my entire experience with Smile Direct Club, it seems it's just a shit show of a company from start to can't say finish because I never made it. So top to bottom, it's cute that after a month of trying to get in contact with anyone and leaving multiple posts all over social media, you're only stepping in because I had a dispute that I had no choice but to file. If you don't refund me my money immediately, I'm taking this further to the Better Business Bureau and filing to my attorney. I can guarantee that there's enough reports to get a class action lawsuit started based on Smile Direct Club delivering terrible products and stealing their customers' money." So definite shots fired there. The one thing that I'm a little confused about though is that she's still requesting a refund from Smile Direct Club. However, it's my understanding that when you file a dispute and your credit card company reimburses you the money, then you have your money back. So I'm not really sure if she's trying to get an additional $1,900 from Smile Direct Club, but I'm assuming that if the credit card company has sort of completed that dispute and she got her money back, in my mind, it should stop there. But I guess I'll keep listening to the rest of her story and try to figure out what her end goal is here.
So a couple weeks later, because I was not able to return the product to Smile Direct Club, Chase basically said that they had to return the charge onto my account.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense now. When she submitted the dispute, they automatically gave her the money back, assuming, I guess, that when they reached out to the merchant, Smile Direct Club, they would sort of admit to their wrongdoing and agree to refund her money. That being said, clearly Smile Direct Club was in no way planning to do that, at least not without a fight. So it sounds like now she's been charged back that amount and she has to go after Smile Direct Club again. Plus the fact that she wasn't able to return the kit because they didn't give her any information. I'm guessing because they were planning to reverse that dispute and get her money back and sort of force her into dealing with them and going through their reimbursement process, which I guess isn't going to end with her getting her money back, at least not all of it.
So now I'm at the point where all hell is breaking loose and Smile Direct Club, I finally get in touch with them, and there was one nice woman, Regina, if you're watching this, shout out to you, girl, because you were the only one that answered, was honest and compassionate.
Okay, so let's take a look at what Regina has said. Regina says, "Hi Erin, this is Regina, an account manager here at Smile Direct Club. Here's more information regarding our return process. You're more than welcome to return any of the unopened and unused aligners for a refund. Please remember, you're responsible for any shipping charges when returning your invisible aligners. Let us know when you've returned your aligners by emailing with your tracking number." And then she also provided an address for Erin to to send her aligners back to. Finally here, she's gained a little bit of traction from this one representative, Regina, but I'm guessing that based on the fact that there's still a lot of the video left, things didn't get resolved as quickly or easily as she might have hoped.
Everyone else is absolute shit. You all suck. I went to UPS, I returned it on a holiday, I have all the dates, I literally tracked it down. I had to follow up with them. And I said, hey, like, did you get my product? On February 20th, they received the aligners from UPS, so they had it. 7 days later is when I should have received my money, and there was radio silence. So then on March 2nd, I had to follow up with them again and be like, hey, I emailed you, what's good? Like, where are your workers? What's happening? So after providing my tracking number from UPS, they finally responded to me 3 days later, basically saying like, yeah, we got it, we'll start issuing your refund. It'll take 7 to 10 business days.
So we've heard this before. That whole 7 to 10 business day thing is a joke, but I guess we'll see.
That was March 8th. It's March 20th. This is where it gets really fun. So after already saying that they confirmed it, they got it, on March 11th, they basically said that we're gonna issue a refund of $1,850, not $1,895.
I'm guessing that the difference is due to the fact that she had opened and used the first set of trays. I know in that email from Regina as well, she also specifically stated that you would get a refund for the unopened, unused aligners. So I'm guessing that's where the deduction is coming from.
Where's all my money? Where's all my money? So I emailed them today, and this is where it gets good.
Okay, so her email says, I'm confident when I say Smile Direct Club is worse than the coronavirus. Where is my money? I'm going public with the laundry list of receipts that I have on your product, customer service, and company. Best, Erin. So, okay, she's definitely popped off now. She is playing no games with Smile Direct Club anymore. But again, this is nothing new. This is sort of the exact same story that I seem to hear about every single person who has a negative experience with Smile Direct Club. They're quick to take your money, but very, very slow to get back to you if you have an issue, or even slower to give you back your money. So,
Alex C responded back. And
an immediate response? I'm baffled.
And he said, now this is where I lost my shit. This is the moment in time where when I'm done filming this video, I'm gonna go drive myself to a loony bin. This is gaslighting from like a manipulative relationship, except it's coming from a company. So Alex told me he's really sorry for the inconvenience, not inconvenience. But he double checked, and the reason why I haven't received my refund back is because on January 6th, I disputed the charge.
See, this is the thing with so many customer service places, not even just Smile Direct Club, but I find whenever you reach out to a customer service place where there isn't one specific person who is attending to you as a customer, where it's just sort of like a free-for-all and whoever you happen to get that day is who answers you, nobody ever knows what's going on, and it is the most frustrating experience every single time. One person is reading notes from God knows where, and somebody else maybe didn't put their notes on file, and then there's like a third person going in and changing things, and it's just mayhem. So I feel for her. The one thing that I will say though is, I don't know if hell has frozen over, but the fact that she got a response in less than 24 hours is mind-blowing. Like, that's actually amazing for Smile Direct Club.
So you're saying that I've been in communication with you for over 2 months, and now it's an issue that I disputed a charge, but you double checked. So you would have known that Chase put the charge back on my account, and you still have my money. I responded back to Alex. And I said, it actually hurts me how incompetent you guys are. I disputed the charge on my credit card, and I mean, obviously you guys just listened to me go on about like what happened in detail. Smile Direct Club still has my money. They have the product now, and they're looking for any way that they can keep my money. I've done everything that I should as a consumer. It's a mess. That's where I'm at right now. I sent that at 11:05. It's 11:39. I don't expect to hear back for another 67 years. So, well, it's been a long journey. It's been a long couple of months. I work really hard. I'm upset that someone would take my hard-earned money and I've done nothing wrong. And I'm also really upset that I had ever recommended them in a video to you guys. It really...
That's the hard thing about being in this sort of digital space and being an influencer. You have to be so careful about what you say and what products you recommend, because I've even noticed with even my small little family here on YouTube, I have a certain level of influence when it comes to the people who watch my videos. That's something that you really have to be careful with, and especially going into business, we'll say, with a company like Smile Direct Club, where you know that there's negative press out there. Yes, there are a bunch of influencers saying that it's the best thing since sliced bread all over Instagram or whatever, but come on, like there's so much negative press and bad reviews about Smile Direct Club out there. So to be somebody who identifies themselves as an influencer, says that they put so much time and effort and work into what they do and their brand, the fact that she thought that it was a good idea to promote a company like Smile Direct Club, especially before really having a proper experience with them, like where in that timeline do you sit in front of a camera and say, yeah, this is great, go do it? Like, you gotta be more careful. But that being said, I really do feel for her. Smile Direct Club has made her jump through every single possible hoop that they can. She's done everything that she could to get her money back, both, you know, the quick way and the right way. And when it comes to Smile Direct Club, I guess the moral of the story here is, if you decide that you think it's worth it to go with a company like Smile Direct Club for the cost savings, the perceived cost savings, really think about whether you are willing to throw that amount of money, whatever amount of money that they say they need from you, just throw it away. Because if you can't afford to throw that $2,000, $1,500 away, I honestly don't think that it's a good idea to go with Smile Direct Club, because at the end of the day, there's so many stories like this out there where customers have put their faith in the company, been let down, and then been put through a ring of fire to be able to get their refunds. And one thing that I will note is that with all of the Smile Direct Club horror stories that I have watched here on YouTube, I have never once heard one person end their video saying, it's okay, eventually I got my money back. I still haven't heard that yet. So I'm not convinced that these people are actually ever getting their money back, which is why I say that if you do decide through all your research and all your thinking that you're gonna go through with Smile Direct Club, just be prepared to be out however much money you're spending on their product. With that said, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If you want me to track down part 2 or any additional parts of this Smile Direct Club horror story, then let me know in the comments section below. Also, if you have any other Smile Direct Club or any orthodontic horror story videos that you'd like to see me react to here on my channel, let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.